On Live at 5, hear the inspiring story of a teacher who forever changed her student's life 25 years ago.
It claims to save you big time in the kitchen, but does the magic bullet really work? We'll put it to the test.
Doctors in Britain develop a procedure that uses stem cells to regrow tissue after mastectomies. I'm Charlie Daggett in London. We'll have the story coming up.
Hello everyone, I'm Gordon Collier.
And I'm Julie Hayes. One man might still be behind bars if it wasn't for the patience and kindness of one Central Texas woman.
That man and his former counselor met for only the second time today. Megan Fleetwood has the inspiring story.
This is the second time in a quarter of a century John Borgstedt has got to see someone who most shaped his future.
How are you doing?
What do you think about this lady?
She's an awesome person. She really is.
It's now John who's taller, but when Ryan met him when he was 10 years old, when he needed help more than ever at the Texas Youth Commission facility in Corsicana.
John was labeled very early on when he came into the agency. Actually, he was labeled as the worst kid to ever come through.
Borgstedt had been bounced from one institution to another since age 4. He says he was abused for years by his mother, beaten and malnourished. In his book, I Love You, Mom, he describes just one of the times his mother tried to murder him by suffocating him with a plastic bag.
I worked with a group of staff that were willing to take on challenges. So we just saw it as an opportunity to really hang in there and to make a difference.
Because of the horrors in his past, helping the boy wasn't easy, but Ryan tried to see beyond his aggressive behavior to understand his pain. She took him for dyslexia testing because at age 10, he still couldn't read.
Certainly the work that we did with John for 3 years was not mine alone. But if you ask for help, the outcome can be absolutely wonderful.
Ryan checked in on John periodically after she left TYC for a job at the Region 12 Education Service Center in Waco, but lost track of him after he graduated at age 18. Then, nearly 2 decades later,
he has written a book, and he goes, his name is John Borgstedt.
She called John, and come to find out, he'd been looking for her, too.
There's very few people that I've even bothered to look up.
He's making a documentary about his life, and he says it wouldn't be complete without her in it. In Waco, Megan Fleetwood, News 10.
John now visits kids in all the facilities that he spends time in. He also does motivational speaking and pushes for legislation to protect children. He says his life would not be what it is if not for a handful of people like Ryan who took the time to go above and beyond to help him.